Hey, welcome once again to Cooking Around's channel. Hello, hello. For you, one of my super favorites. What is it? Steak poutine. And I call this the Deluxe because I use sirloin steak. And you know, this is out of this world. Now, I know it's a little bit on the fatty side, but you know, can you live with bread alone all your life if you're on a diet? No. So, usually on the weekend, I make this and it is a winner. When the steak and the sauce and the cheese blends with the fries, you know you got something out of this world. Let's get going right now. Now here I have about what? Pound and a quarter, pound and a half of sirloin steak, and I'm going to remove the fat. Now you don't have to move the fat, but you know, I'm going to try to keep it on the light side as much as possible. And just remove it like that. And now just cut it across the grain, you know, as thin as you want. But here you can see it's thin. And how big? Well, that depends on you. I like bite-sized pieces. What is a bite-sized piece? Depends on what is it for you. Okay, here we go. Grab yourself a pan, crank up that heat, and put some cooking oil in it, and let's just start putting the pieces in just like this. Now let's just move it all around like this. Don't worry if it sticks, it just adds flavor. And when you have it basically all reasonably browned, let's go on to the next stage. Now let's add about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Add 1 medium red onion, chopped roughly or as fine as possible, and let's add about 3 cloves of chopped garlic. And let's mix that all around and bring the heat to medium now. And now the black pepper. You know the way I say it all the time. Add as much as you want, guy. And now let this go for a few minutes until the onions and the garlic are perfectly cooked according to taste. Now let's bring it up a notch. Here I'm using 1 red bell pepper. Of course, you can see I'm using half of green and half of a red. Doesn't really matter. You can use yellow if you want. So chop it up and throw it in. Okay, let's make it a little bit richer here. Let's add 1 tomato. Of course, remove the peel. It can be roughly chopped like this, and just let it saute there for another few minutes. Just take a look at this dish. You can imagine how this thing is coming along. Really, really awesome. And for that deep flavor, let's add about 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Now what's important here is I like to fry the tomato paste. So usually I just push the stuff on the side and then start to move it around and mix it up very thoroughly like this, and we'll let this go for another couple of minutes. Now to make a saucy sauce, let's add 3/4 cup of meat bouillon and try to get the low sodium type. Now cover your dish, bring it down to a simmer, let it go for about 25 minutes. If you're using a lower cut meat, a little bit longer until the meat is tender. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes. Take a look at this. Absolutely beautiful. But are we finished yet? No, you know something is still a little watery. So I'm going to crank up the heat and I'm going to let it go for a while longer and just reduce the liquid until we get a thick gravy. Now, I added some hot sauce there, but you don't have to. And after about, say, another 15-20 minutes, this is what exactly we want. Get yourself a fancy dish. I like this square one. And let's put your fries in. Now, this is pre-frozen, and I baked them in the oven. But if you want, I'll put a link there on the bottom how to make your own home fries. I just didn't have any time at this point. Now grab your steak mixture and just put it on top like that. Make sure that the gravy goes in and it goes into the French fries and it just blends in. You know, I'm getting really hungry with this. Are we finished yet? No, we're not. How about some shredded cheddar white cheese? How about that? And Are we finished? Still no. I like some chopped parsley and a little bit of chopped green onions. When you put this all together, you know, this is one awesome dish. Now, I'm finishing editing this now, so I'm going to go to the kitchen and make one because I have to have one. So, thank you once again for watching my video, and once again, it's goodbye from Tony and Cooking Around. Enjoy.